Remembering Coolio, what we're learning about the rapper's death. Plus, what landed one Southern California city on the list of the best places to live in the entire country. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. Fans and fellow music artists are mourning the death of rapper Coolio. He died in L.A. Wednesday at the age of 59. Coolio was among hip-hop's biggest names of the 1990s, with hits including Fantastic Voyage and Gangsta's Paradise. Police say Coolio died of a heart attack at his friend's home on Chesapeake Avenue. Born artist Levon Ivy Jr., he grew up in Compton and started his hip-hop career in the 80s. His Grammy-winning song, Gangsta's Paradise, was the biggest-selling single of 1995. That music video has more than 1 billion views on YouTube. Another big hike in gas prices. Gas went up another 15 cents a gallon in LA County from Wednesday into Thursday. Prices are over $6 again across Southern California. A break may not happen until November. That's when stations can sell the winter blend gas, which is cheaper to produce. President Biden is warning oil and gas companies not to increase prices because of Hurricane Ian. Well, so far, there's no sign of that happening in Florida. The president says if it does happen, he'll ask federal officials to investigate. More than 2 million people in Florida are without power after Ian battered down along the coastline as a hurricane. The damage has been too severe for authorities to even begin assessing the extent. Ian packed 155-mile-per-hour winds, just shy of a Category 5 storm when it made landfall Wednesday. The storm surge left areas completely underwater, including a fire station, and spawned tornadoes as it approached land.
Very hazardous, very ominous. We know the life-threatening nature of that. But once the storm goes, once there is apparent calm, there are still plenty of hazards out there.
Ian has weakened to a tropical storm. Meanwhile, the governors of Georgia, North and South Carolina, as well as Virginia, have declared states of emergency in anticipation of Ian's arrival. No rain in sight here at home, but temperatures are finally trending in the right direction. Meteorologist Belinda Leon is tracking a more comfortable forecast.
Hey, Robin, we're finally going to see some relief from the heat. It has been hot. We got to the peak of the heat on Tuesday. Temperatures in Van Nuys were 105. Wednesday, we had triple digits. And on Thursday, temperatures are still going to be toasty, but not as hot in the mid-90s. So here's what you can expect. Falling temperatures as we head into the weekend. Those numbers are going to come down to near normal levels as that marine layer becomes more widespread. Expect to see low clouds and fog each morning. Our friends in the deserts, well, the winds are going to be picking up for you each afternoon. We'll say goodbye to this area of high pressure that's been dominating our weather pattern, and instead an area of low pressure will be settling into the west coast as a jet stream digs a little further to the south and helps bring some cooling. Look at the trend in Riverside. We have temperatures coming down into the upper 80s, low 90s Saturday and Sunday. That cool down is going to be brief. Another minor warm up expected at the beginning of next week.
Disturbing new details about the 15-year-old and her dad, who were both killed in a gun battle with sheriff's deputies. The sheriff says the teenager was involved in the shootout, firing at officers. That deadly gun battle happened Tuesday on the 15 freeway in Hesperia. Savannah Graziano had been at the center of an Amber Alert the day before the shootout. Police say that her father, Anthony, killed her mother in Fontana. Family friends are in disbelief.
There's no excuse for what he did. I can never justify it, but it didn't have to end that way.
Police say the 45-year-old father and his wife were going through a bitter divorce, and they believe he had been living with his daughter in motels and his truck for weeks before going on the deadly rampage. A woman and a 17-year-old are in custody. The LAPD has been looking for a third suspect in connection with the shooting death of rapper PNB Rock. Police say Freddie Lee Trone, the father of the 17-year-old, slipped away while police were trying to arrest all three. Detectives believe he drove his son to commit the crime and then acted as a getaway driver. Earlier this month, Philadelphia rapper PNB Rock was shot and killed while eating inside Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA. Police say the shooting was part of an apparent robbery. The teenager was arrested in Lawndale. His stepmother, 32-year-old Chantel Trone, was arrested in Gardena and booked on suspicion of being an accessory. Senator Dianne Feinstein is throwing her support behind Karen Bass for mayor of LA. Feinstein says Bass is a type of leader who will work tirelessly to improve the lives of Angelenos. Bass's opponent, developer Rick Caruso, campaigned in the San Fernando Valley Wednesday. Caruso took part in a conversation with seniors at the Horace Heights community in Sherman Oaks and had this to say about the senator's endorsement of Bass.
It's fully expected. You know, we're going to have the established career politicians supporting her. But at the end of the day, it's about the endorsement of the residents of LA that I care about most. And I'm excited to wake up every day and serve them.
Bass beat Caruso by 7 points in the June primary. Recent polling shows that she has a double-digit lead, but 24% are still undecided. Election day is now less than 6 weeks away. LA's COVID eviction protections may be coming to an end soon. It could happen as early as February 1st. A city council committee is pitching a plan that will allow landlords to once again be able to evict tenants for unpaid rent. The full city council would have to approve the plan and the February timeline under LA's current rules. Tenants have been protected from eviction since March of 2020. The White House is preparing to take executive action to protect hundreds of thousands of immigrants known as Dreamers. The Biden administration is bracing for a potential court defeat that could end the program known as DACA. Right now, it protects more than 600,000 immigrants brought to the U.S. as children from deportation. Now, if DACA is ruled illegal by a panel of judges, the Biden administration is likely to appeal. The White House is also readying steps to continue to shield immigrants granted protections under DACA. It pays to be Super Bowl champions, right? More people are heading to SoFi Stadium and paying big money to see the Rams in action. The reigning Super Bowl champs are among the top 5 teams in ticket sales this season. StubHub released a list of the most in-demand teams for tickets, and it was the Cowboys that ranked in first place. The Rams landed in 5th place behind the Buccaneers, Packers, and Raiders. The Dodgers will honor legendary Hall of Fame Spanish broadcaster Jaime Harin at the game Saturday. It's a part of the annual LA Grand Fiesta celebration at the stadium. Festivities will kick off right after 3, followed by a pregame tribute to Harin beginning at 5. Both events are part of the organization's ongoing celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. Tickets are still available. Harin has had an incredible career. He started broadcasting for the Dodgers back in 1959 and is retiring this year. Happy retirement. An Orange County community has been named one of the best places for families to live. Tustin was praised by Fortune magazine for its great schools, parks, and restaurants, along with its low crime rate. Tustin was the only city in Southern California to make the list, ranking number 12. Editors at Fortune highlighted the city's Old Town neighborhood, Citrus Ranch Park, and year-round outdoor lifestyle. They also said homes in Tustin are reasonably priced by Orange County standards. And by the way, Ann Arbor, Michigan topped the list. The happiest place on earth is now a special place for a young man and a veteran. The 100-year-old was in for a surprise when he was asked to go to Disneyland.
This is one of the best days of my life. I feel like I might be dreaming or something. I thought my life was over. I'll remember this day for a long time.
That's Isaiah Garza and William Good. Garza ran into Good at a park. The YouTuber said he was having a rough day and asked if the centenarian wanted to go to Disneyland. And to his surprise, Good said yes. The two had an amazing time at Disneyland, riding teacups, taking pictures, and of course, getting some iconic Mickey ears. The two are now besties and plan to do fun things together again in the future. Very sweet and a very special moment. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.